Hello everybody, welcome to Written in Blood. My name is John, and today I'm going to be doing the Behind the Booktube Tag. Now I wasn't tagged by anybody, at least as far as I know I wasn't. The last person I saw do this, and I think she did it, I think they did it yesterday or earlier today maybe, but it was Matilda Gothica. So I kind of looked at the questions and stuff, and I thought, yeah, you know what, I'd like to kind of do this. I think it might be fun, and it gives me something to do while being stuck here in the house for the most part. So let's go ahead and get underway. So the Behind the Booktube Tag is basically about how you film your videos, or what you do to make your videos, or what the process is, I guess you could say. So let's go ahead and get underway. There are 9 questions, so let's go ahead and start. Number 1, what kind of camera do you use? I use my cell phone. That's what I use. I've got my cell phone. That's exactly what I use. Okay, and it works pretty well for me. The only thing is that if people don't know that I'm making a video, sometimes the phone will ring while I'm trying to make the video, or something weird will happen. And then I've had other things happen that kind of get frustrating too. Like all of a sudden the video will stop, and I'll be talking, and next thing you know, I'm looking like it's not even recording. So, you know, that kind of thing happens. But yeah, I just use my cell phone camera. All right. Okay, number 2, do you use any additional equipment, lighting, tripod, microphone, remote, etc.? My lighting is, now I've got my ceiling light, which is attached to my ceiling fan. It's up here, so you got that part of the light. But also in front of me and behind the camera, which I'm looking at now, is I've got this old Crypt Keeper antique lamp or antique light that it's got like one of those small bulbs at the top, and it puts out a lot of light. So that's where the rest of the light is coming from. As far as the tripod, I do have the camera on a tripod. I got it from eBay. It extends to, I think, like 40 inches. So that's pretty cool, pretty good. You know, so that's what I use. I don't use a microphone. It's whatever the microphone is for the that's on my cell phone. And yeah, that's all I do. That's what I do. Hang on a minute here. I lost the thing. Oh, here we go. Number 3, scripted or spontaneous? How do you plan what you're going to say in your video? I do not script anything. I get kind of an idea of what I want to say in my head, but that can change, because I'll be like, if I'm reading a book, and I'll be thinking about, wow, you know, what do I want to say about this book? And I could be about a quarter of the way into it, and I might have an idea of what I might want to say, but then as I get further in, I think, well, maybe I want to say this about it also. So a lot of times it's like, yeah, like I said, it's definitely spontaneous. You know, I don't really, I try to come up with a little something in my head, but for the most part, yeah, spontaneous. It probably would help if I did script, but then at the same time, I don't know, I wouldn't feel like I was being myself. You know, 100% myself. You know, even though sometimes, shoot, I might say something, maybe I'll stick my foot in my mouth or something like that. Or maybe I'll say something that offends somebody. I'm not trying to offend anybody. You know, I'm just trying to state my opinion on something. So, yeah, spontaneous. Number 4, how many takes do you do when filming? I have had some videos that I did not have to do any extra takes. I didn't have to stop. I didn't have to go, oh, I don't like this. I've had maybe 3 that have been like that, where I just got on here, talked, got to the point, got out. You know, no takes, no retakes or anything like that. I had one video though, that was just, I just could not get out what I wanted to say. I had so many interruptions. I believe I did, most people would probably sit there and go, well, I'd have given up after this. I think I did 100 takes on it. You know, I don't even remember which one it is, you know, but I think I did about 100 takes just trying to get it right. You know, it just was blowing my mind, you know. Number 5, if you use music in your videos, where do you find it? I don't use music. Now, on one of the apps that I use to help with my videos, actually, I think it may be just the YouTube app itself. I think they have a thing where you can add music in, And I did that one time, and somebody said, well, you shouldn't use the music because it's distracting, so I just don't use the music anymore. But if I did, like I said, there's the YouTube. When you're making the videos, I think there's a thing where you can add music from YouTube. I think you can also add some of your own. I don't know, but I just don't use it. Number 6, how do you make your thumbnails? My thumbnails, I use the Canva app. So usually what I do is, if it's a video like this where I'm not presenting any books or not presenting any movies, I usually just try to do a picture of myself and then do the lettering on it and stuff like that. So that's what I use with the Canva app, and I can do effects on it and things like that too. And then if I'm doing one where I'm talking about my TBR, a book haul, a particular book that I just read and want to review, I try to go online, find a cover of the book, try to do some kind of, I don't know, fairly artistic thumbnail when I do those, but I use the Canva app. So yeah, Canva. Number 7, what do you use to edit your videos? I've got this app that Brad Proctor, I think it was Brad Proctor, told me about, and it's called UCut Video Editor. I believe that's what it's called. And it's been pretty cool. You know, I've been able to do stuff like pop up pictures on screen, which I wasn't able to do before. And I really like that. And it helps you do it where if you want to leave them on for the entire video, or you can leave them on for a certain amount of time, because you might have multiple books that you're going to pop up on screen. Let's see, what else does it let you do? Unless you add music also. It has editing where you can add like stuff to your video. Like if you want to do a little introduction page or introduction scene or something like that, you can add it to the beginning, or you can flip it to where it's on the end, which would be an outroduction. Is that a word? I know there's intro, outro, but is outroduction a word? I have no idea. But anyway, that's what I use. UCut Video Editor. Number 4, any tips, tricks, or hacks when it comes to filming or editing? No. I do this by the seat of my pants. I probably what you would call guerrilla filmmaking. You know, very, like I said, I'm spontaneous. I'm still learning, so a lot of my stuff is kind of raw. I try to do the best lighting. My best advice is this: be yourself. Try to make the lighting as the best you can. I don't know. Like I said, just be yourself and try to make the best video you can. That's my tips and tricks on the thing. No hacks. You know, I mean, if you want to consider my Crypt Keeper light back here behind me as a hack, then yeah, you can use it as a hack, because it's not like the official lighting. I don't have big official lights shining down on me, which I know some people are able to do. I can't. I don't have that. So yeah. Anyway, that's my advice. Let's see. Last question. Number 9, in your opinion, what makes a good video from a production standpoint? Well, okay. Okay, for me, and before I say this, I am not trying to step on anyone's toes, and I am not trying to kiss anybody's butt, okay? There are some YouTubers, no names mentioned, no names. There are some YouTubers that I watch, and they have this great production value, but it's just like before they even get to what they actually want to talk about, they just go on. And I'm thinking, get to the point. But that's just me. Little things annoy me, and that's just one of the little things that annoys me. I've learned to live with it. You know, I mean, it's people are going to do it. You know I'm guilty of it. I know I am bad about not getting to the point. I know I talk too much, you know, but, so yeah, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, not trying to step on anybody's toes, you know, so yeah, the production value will be great, but it's like, they just kind of repeat themselves throughout the whole thing until they finally get to the meat of the video. All right. And then on the other side, and like I said, that's the part where I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. Okay. Then on the other hand, and this is where I'm not trying to kiss anybody's butt, I've seen videos where the lighting is bad. They don't really present themselves in a good way, or in a I don't know, I guess a professional way. but when they talk, they do these great videos. I'm not really sure how to describe it. So for me, what makes a good video from a production standpoint, I think it's the person that gets out there and just, they say what they have to say. They say it as eloquently as they can say it, you know, uh, and they try not to, I don't know, you try not to, what I'm doing right now. Okay. Exactly. You try not to do what I am doing right now. I'm going, and stuff like that. A lot of people are guilty about that. I'm guilty of it, obviously. I try not to do it. I try to catch myself from doing it, but it's just something that I do. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to make these videos. I've made probably over 100 videos now, well over 100 videos. I am still learning. I'm learning, try not to cough on camera. That can be annoying. People get annoyed with that. Try not to sneeze on camera. Try not to touch my face on camera. Try not to rub my nose, rub my eyes, anything like that on camera. Try not to, I don't know, just anything. Don't try not to do any sort of bodily function on camera, for one thing. That's embarrassing, and nobody's going to want to see that or hear that either. You know, um, so yeah, I just try to learn something from every video as I go along. I try to sit there and think, what did I do on this video that I could have not done, or what did I not do that I could have done? So that is my long, drawn out, not getting to the point answer about what do I think makes a good video from a production standpoint. It varies. It varies from person to person. And again, like I said, not trying to step on any toes, not trying to offend anybody, not trying to kiss anybody's butt. Those are my answers. And this is the Behind the Booktube Tag. It's a Sunday. I don't make videos on Sunday. Do you know why? Because I'm usually not home. But right now my schedule has changed because of work. Now usually I work at night, but I work at hotels, and the hotels have decided they want to close, or they want to go to limited capacity or whatever, and they're like, well, we don't need you. Which I don't know if that makes any sense, because if the hotels do close, you still need somebody to watch the hotels. So, but anyway, that's just my griping. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, take care. Have the rest of your weekend, and stay safe out there. Thank you.